And we are rolling. Let's do this. All right. My name is Navoyo from Fika Digital Agency. We are a holistic email marketing agency that specifically helps e-commerce brands utilize their email marketing to convert more, deliver more, and retain more. So, without further ado, thank you so much for, clicking on this video and taking the time out of your day. It really means a lot, truly, but you are here for value, so let's do this. Actionable email steps. Now, why specifically email marketing? What makes it so special? Why do some of the biggest brands keep on utilizing this tool as opposed to just running the biggest paid ads marketing campaign that they possibly can and just booking as many conversions as they possibly can? I mean, why? Apple, Starbucks, Oakley, Lamborghini, some of the biggest companies known to man, are still utilizing this tool. So let's get into the why. But why? It's personal. We're all human at the end of the day, and we all have a desire to be treated almost as our own individual people. And even in the simplest of manners, when somebody calls out our name or does some gesture of kindness towards us, we look up, we pay attention, we resonate, especially if it's a message or something that we may see on social media or the internet in general. It's personal. So when you finally buy that car, that house, that watch, or nail that interview, get into uh that zone when you're just like, oh, everything is just flowing, everything is nice. You get into that certain physique that you've been thinking about, dreaming about. You get that girl, you be in that room with those individuals. It's personal. Yeah. So yeah, we also don't work all these endless hours for money and money alone. We want it for the personal experiences that are relevant to us. Boom. That's all the game is. That's all we really desire at the end of the day. To be treated as individuals and to associate with things that make us feel more like the individuals we perceive. It starts here. So that's why email marketing works so well. It's an online personal experience when dealing with businesses we resonate with. Boom. That is the why. So now, what does this mean for you or me and your, oh, when I say me, I mean you and your business? You may be asking, I should have just read it, but off script, no scripts. What does it mean? Now, when email marketing is done absolutely correctly to a T, where it's always being improved, never stagnating, never creating or leaning on assumptions that, this worked in the past, we just need to do it again and again and again. No. This means a correctly done email marketing campaign, or yes, campaign. It means long-term customer relations, loyal audiences, deeper emotional connections with you, your brand, and your customers. Competitive edge. It's very difficult to steal someone, or yeah, steal your customers when you've treated them with the absolute best of the best in terms of their customer experience, in terms of their products, in terms of your products, just the entire experience. It's incomparable to any duplicate or mimic that's trying to copy what you're trying to do. So higher quality, exceptional targeting, and predictable returns. Ooh, we're cooking, we're cooking. When a chef, like at a high level, I think of myself as a chef, by the way. They can almost like walk into a kitchen, look at a stew, a dish, and smell it and know that, okay, that's not done correctly. Add this, and then it's just like magic, you know? So yeah, I'm aspiring to be a chef, by the way. Moving on. So let's get into the email marketing steps to success. Now that you've waited so patiently, thank you very much. Right, step one, deliverability. It doesn't matter how pretty, how copy proven your emails may be, if they're not being put in front of your audience in their inbox, you've lost them. There's no way you're gonna communicate effectively if you're not landing in inbox. Inbox or nothing. Step two, sending infrastructure is dialed in. Now, this is a little bit more on the technical side. Some people like dedicated IPs. I personally like dedicated IPs. It's just better with sending reputation and health for your emails. And some people like shared IP, which is also it's not bad as long as the shared IP is. This is gonna get technical, but yeah, the shared IP is coming from a domain that hasn't been like completely destroyed or whatever the case might be. Because if you are sending with a shared IP, then there could be a possibility where, ooh, that's messed up. So everything that follows is going to be messed up, and then you're going to be wondering, what's going on? Meanwhile, it's the actual IP that's been banned or blacklisted. So yeah, there's also a way to monitor your deliverability. You can get a free account on Google Postmates, easy to sign up, and then you can just add your own domains just to track it. Also, subdomains to track it, and yeah, you collate that data and make effective moves. Step three, SMS structure is correctly done. Toll, excuse me, toll free or short code. Now, to summarize, toll free just means it's a more basic package. You don't really get any type of branding whatsoever with toll free. It's the more basic, affordable option when it comes to SMS. Versus short call, it's 10 times faster. SMSs can go like this. In terms of speed, as well as you can have a more brand friendly approach with it, and really put your stamp on it. So that's basically the difference. Toll free, I see that it works better for businesses that have a smaller database as opposed to a larger one, and yeah, they're not bad at all. Yeah, you are sending SMSs at the end of the day, and it does get the job done. So that's step four: single list concept and managing profiles. Now I'm familiar with the ESP called Klaviyo, and what I've seen or researched is when building your email lists, a single list strategy is much more effective because what happens is when you start sending to multiple lists, it starts to mess up with the deliverability. And what's step number one? Deliverability is number one. So when you have multiple lists, it begins to mess up your deliverability. And that's a problem. So a single list strategy is much more effective. It's much more easier to create dynamic segmentation. Uh, and yeah, all basically have one source that you can really pull from to create effective email campaigns, as well as cohort that data correctly. Cohort, that's the wrong word. Collate, yes, collate. Right. Step five, customer mapping journey. Pre-purchase, post-purchase, churn risk, experiential data, marketing. My bad. Bumbled a little bit there, but yeah. Just mapping your customer's journey from before they even purchase, before they even see your website pop up, to actual like customer experience, which is the experiential marketing. Is basically just marketing to a specific audience through customer experience as opposed to other means, broad targeting, things of that nature. So, step six, deep data dive. Ooh, data. Wow. A lot of insights that you can really get from your data. So sign up incentives history. What product channels, zero party data result in a high LTV, customer LTV over the 30, the 60, the 90 days. You to be able to track those um points, I would say, where okay, this is where customers kind of, the LTV stumbles when they run through this type of campaign or this and that. data. And then, purchase latency, when last did somebody purchase from you, or how frequent are the purchases, churn, I should say churn rate choke point, but churn choke point, basically when people drop off, and completely, in their lifetime value, how perhaps maybe you can run a win back series automation to try win them back with new promotions, maybe some incentives, and yeah, just try to rebuild that relationship up again, or at least discover why they left so you can be prepared, data for if it occurs again, cohort analysis, and etc. A lot of data points. That's probably the key to really winning in email marketing. That's where the edge is built. Okay, step 7, preference center, audience preferences, special events, birthdays, anniversaries, holiday events, and net performance scorer. Yes, NPS, net performance scorer. It's just a marketing tool that you can utilize to almost, I don't want to say the wrong word, gauge if your customers are willing to recommend your products to another person to refer it almost. If I'm being correct, I might be missing the point. Let's quickly search. The video doesn't know everything, guys. Net promoter score. What did I say? I swear I said that. A metric that is based on a single survey asking correspondents to rate the likelihood that they will recommend. Okay, so, I was right, but yeah, okay, yeah. So that's what it is in terms of preference center, just getting those preferences for customer behaviors and customer tendencies to effectively market to them or to target them. And step 8, segmentation strategy. Oof. There's really just three. There's the broad, excuse me. There's broad targeting, recency, frequency, monetary targeting, as well as RFM, and then zero party targeting. One of my favorites. Um, and then those elements, those steps right there, if you can follow those, or at least make sure that, hey, these steps, we good. Those will completely set up your emails for complete marketing success going forward to, a level where you can almost predict, huh, okay, our emails are set to do this. If we run these campaigns this at this time with these people and this segmentation, yeah, there's a lot. But yeah, if you get these, yeah, you'll definitely be set up for real email success. Now, what happens without them? What if you're like, Lovely, you're talking rubbish. You've, gone all over the place. You're a little bit mixed. You're unsure. I understand. I understand, I do go off no script, so I am a little bit, it's just me, guys. But without these steps, these email marketing steps, nothing really happens. In business, nothing happens. And for all businessmen who know that when nothing happens, absolutely nothing, it only gets worse from here. So I created a little bit of a scenario that's too real to ignore. Your business stays the same and plateaus because it begins to fail at creating meaningful connections with your audience. That's the first stage. Your competition then starts to surpass you, collecting your members of your audience one by one. Ooh, that hurts. Revenue starts drying up and layoffs. If you even have, employees to lay off, maybe a beginner and you're just, now you have to cut costs. Uh, yeah, it's a painful experience, to save a once relevant business. Ooh, brutal. With tighter costs, it becomes more difficult to grow, and now it only kicks in the mental stress. Food doesn't taste right. Sleep is not a time for rest, but contemplation. Uncertainty of what to do plagues the mind. Fear. At the end of the day, you are now operating in fear. And fear of going back to your old self, an unhappy self who knew that they could be more, do more, and create more while still helping more and more people. And it's a sad fate that many have, many untold stories have gone like this, or some variation of it, but they ended up succumbing to their fears and relinquishing their freedom. Yeah, sad tale. So no, no more wolves. We are not about wolves on this side. We are about winning, creating competitive edges, and delivering the best results humanly possible. Now, I am inviting you for a call if you did find some value in this video. Thank you so much for your time as well. As an expert, as I believe an expert's job is to save time. That is it. So for any email solutions that you're looking for, or strategies that focus on retention, you can book some time when you will be available, and we can get your email sorted out from there. We can just have the discussion. It can be as informal as this video, and yeah, just an exchange of value. So thank you again for your time, and thank you for watching the video.